It's all over, guys, at Easter Road. The Scottish Cup game in the Edinburgh Derby is over. It's Hearts 3, well, it's Hibs 0, Hearts 3. And you know what? I think this just sums up the gap, the gulf between the two Edinburgh clubs, right? Hibs, it's probably the best Hibs have performed in an Edinburgh Derby since God knows when, right? Hibs were actually alright the day, right? Hearts weren't even that good, and yet Hearts have beat them 3-0, despite being down to 10 men. If that doesn't sum it up for Hearts, I don't know what does. And, Rocky Bashuri getting stretchered off at the dying embers of this game was basically Lee Johnston's Hibs career. It got carted down the tunnel, it was all over, it's good night. You know, Edinburgh is maroon. I think it's safe to say we all knew that before going into this game, and not that, I mean, Hibs could have won 3-0, wouldn't change the fact that Edinburgh still is maroon, but aye. For Edinburgh, for Hibs, it's the colour shite. For Hearts, it's the colour maroon. But in terms of the actual game, Hibs actually started this game really well. They could have had, a few, I mean, the opening 10 minutes, Hibs, I think, when you could say dominate it, honestly, dominate it this game. Truly did dominate this game for the opening 10 minutes. I mean, you could say Hibs had a lot, hitting the post a few times. But again, it's just like, I don't know, Hibs they just Hibsed it, didn't they? They were just pish. Because Ginnelly, Hart's got a corner, the ball falls to Ginnelly, he absolutely levers it into the back of the net. There was a question whether it was a foul or not, but it wasn't a foul. I mean, there was a lot of talk going into this game about, oh, it's Nisbet versus Shankland. Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, I've said before, I think Shankland is better than Nisbet, but again, Nisbet does have a few years on Shankland, which of course people are going to put in his favour, so to speak. So, but personally, for me, it's Shankland, and that's not because Hearts won 3-0 a day. That's just because Shankland's better than the man, alright? Shanks. Lawrence Shankland. Kevin Nisbet. Two good sounding names, I'll give them that, right? But Hibs, they huff and puff for that first half. Can they get the second goal, or the second goal? The second goal in the game, but their first goal overall. No, they really couldn't. Tony Sibic, I thought, was absolutely phenomenal in this match. I truly do. I mean, I honestly, see earlier on this season, we were saying, how is this guy playing? Like, when Hearts got all the injuries, we were saying, how this is bad. Hearts are going to get pumped. This guy's coming in the team. Oh no, this guy's coming in the team. But, I mean, I'd say most notably since the World Cup break, and maybe just a wee bit before that, I'd say he's honestly been like, oh, not maybe, I mean, Carter Vickers is Carter Vickers, but the guy can actually run forward, and he had two great opportunities in this game and he scored one, and even the shot he didn't score, I mean, it was too fucking epic. I mean, the first run was better than the second one, but the second one gets him the goal, but we'll get to that a wee bit later on. But honestly, if I was to do a team of the season right now, I think Tony Seabick would be in there. And if you asked me that in October, I wouldn't have said that. Now, I'll be honest, I did it at the start of January and I didn't really even mention him, but he's had a great 20 odd days, and Tony Seabick, man, what a player. What a man. But, Hearts not really offering an awful lot in that first half, if we're being honest. Snodgrass thought was alright, few decent changes to play, but Hearts do take it 1-0 into the second half. Now, the second half, I was on my way home, so I didn't actually catch it until the 70th minute. And then Hearts, Shankland goes on this solo run, Humphreys flicks it down off his chest, and Shankland just puts it in the back of the net. And this is a really well worked goal. You can't argue with it, and it's 2-0 at this point. Hibs are kind of just hemming and hawing, and then that's when we get that Civic chance that I was talking about. Robbie Nielsen and Anne Budge are sitting up in the stands pissing themselves at how brilliant it is. Hibs, though, just sitting there greeting Hibs fans. I mean, the stadium's in terms of Hibs supporters, about 90% of them are pissed off at this stage. They rattle the post. They've got a few opportunities, but again, it's like Nisbet did hee-haw in this game. You could argue it's down to service, but I mean, Shankland was getting himself involved. There was a bit where the ball got played to Shankland. He's holding it up, and he nutmegs the guy. Back heel to Michael Smith, albeit Michael Smith loses, but stuff like that, man. Crucial. Sibic, like I say, gets that chance. Shankland does get sent off pretty much straight after this. I mean, Michael Stewart's saying, oh, it's stupid. Look, for sure he bounces straight back up, he's fine. He wouldn't be fine in 2 minutes' time when he fucked his knee, but at this current point in time, I mean, we see yellows get given for them all the time, so Michael Stewart on commentary was kind of going on about it like it was an isolated incident. But personally, for me, in this day and age, if all of them are yellows, you can't make certain cases for certain ones no being yellows. I mean, so they both went for the ball. Shankland's missed out. He's caught him. He's got his second yellow. He's going to miss the next Scottish Cup game for Hearts, but is he going to care? Hearts won 3-0. The Hibs fans, when he gets sent off, there was a cheap pop. It was, Oh, and then Civic, Hibs are pushing for it. They can't quite get. I thought McGeady was actually pretty good today. Couple of his crosses and good stuff like that. But aye, man, ball played through for Humphreys to Civic, and Civic, man, running like prime R9 here. Chips over Marshall. He gets a glove to it, bounces into the back of the net. 3-0. Rocky Bashuri cart it off down the tunnel. Ref blows the whistle. Hearts free, Hibs nil. Is Lee Johnson out of a job yet, guys? Who's going to mean? We've been discussing who's going to be first to go at Lee Johnson and Jim Goodwin. At this rate, neither of them are going. They're Hibs and Aberdeen for life. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Well, I say that actually, Aberdeen play Darvel tomorrow. Maybe Jim Goodwin will be gone tomorrow. But until next time, till more transfer news later on the night. Juranovic is away. Make sure you check out that video. Celtic career mode coming soon. Sadly, might be the last episode of Celtic career mode. Might be a Rangers one starting. So check all that stuff out. But until then, peace.